Another day, another developer struggling with the weak PowerPC G3 hardware of the Nintendo Wii U. And this time, it's the developers of Project Cars, which was actually one of the few games that was from a third party that was a big game coming to the Wii U. I'm not talking about indie games like Shovel Knight, I'm talking about big games like this. Now, Project Cars has received tons of hype due to the fact that it's one of the first next gen racing sims, and it's also got some good review scores from reviewers as well. However, notably, the Wii U version for this game has actually been delayed compared to the next gen and PC versions. Now, you might be wondering why the Wii U version is actually delayed while the next gen versions are already out, and that is because the studio head said that they were having trouble getting the game to run at acceptable levels on the Wii U's hardware, and that right now the game is only running at a cinematic 23 frames per second at 720p resolution. Now, for comparison, the Xbox One version is 900p 60 frames a second, while the PS4 version is 1080p 60 frames a second. And yet the Wii U version is only hitting 23 frames per second at 720p. This isn't what you'd expect to see out of a next gen console. This is something you'd expect to see out of a last gen console. Now, this person said we could reach a fairly solid 30 frames per second, but it might take a hell of a lot of work. On the other hand, about halfway through us finishing, Nintendo might announce a new console. I have zero knowledge on this BTW, but I've heard rumors. Our work might just be the best thing that ever hit that new console in the driving sim genre. And he hinted several times that he wanted to learn more about the NX, but he said that, honestly, unless we really cut the looks back, I think we're looking to Nintendo's next console. So here's the thing. This game is going to get downgraded when it eventually releases on the Wii U, because here's the thing. The Wii U is an underpowered console using hardware straight out of the 90s. And here's the thing. This isn't NetBSD. These are game developers trying to make the most advanced game possible on next gen hardware. And yet the Wii U cannot handle a game that's going to be next gen only. And here's the thing. They canceled the 360 and the PS3 versions of this game so they could only focus on next gen. They canceled them. And yet the Wii U version is delayed and they're struggling with it because the Wii U is simply not a next gen console. It's a last gen console disguised as a next gen console with a CPU ripped straight out of the 90s Macintosh line, the PowerPC G3. So all in all, this is yet another nail in the Wii U's coffin as yet another developer struggles with the Nintendo Wii U's underpowered hardware. That's all I have to say. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more.